So I just left our accommodation in Morillon in the Alps. I'm taking on a challenge in 6-7 weeks time to cycle across France, and I've had a back injury which is gradually healing, but it's meant that after getting myself very fit for my age, I guess, I then did nothing at all for the whole of June, the whole of July. So this is kind of my first venture into what I hope is a series of rides in a wonderful place to see if I actually still have the ability to get up some of these hills. Keeping it local today, so I'm just taking a little warm up, fairly flat ride across the St Malo, or St Malo as the French call it. Do a loop around, come back to Morillon, different way, and then attempt to get up a climb which takes you up to the ski base station at 1100 meters. This is currently at 700. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And what a wonderful vista. There are plenty fairly scary looking mountains around. It's a cycling climber's paradise, and hopefully I can somehow fit back into that description. What an absolutely beautiful day in a beautiful place. So glad to be back on the bike. I'm going to take a little deviation here through the non-traffic area, get off my bike. Somebody still seems to be riding theirs. I doubt it's really allowed. Just I like to add a little bit of a non-cycling interest to these videos, so just a little taste of the town of St Malo. Quite a bustling little town, full of nice shops, plenty of shops selling mountain bike equipment, hiking gear. As you can see, it's pretty busy on market day, but hey, what a wonderful backdrop to a high street that is. What an absolutely wonderful place. And below that bike, or velo, is pink, which is the Giro Italia colours. I imagine that's paying homage to the fact that the Tour de France came through here literally just a few weeks ago. So this is me just coming out of St Malo on my little circuitous route back to Morillon. So here we are back in Morillon, slightly out of breath after a little hump. That doesn't bode well for a big climb ahead. So here we are at the bottom of the climb from Morillon village to Les Essers, otherwise known as Morillon 1100. There's somebody else starting off. Before I start the climb, just a quick rundown for those who haven't been following me of where I am with this. So back at the end of May, I was perfectly capable of doing this. I was doing something like same kind of elevation and 4 times as long, which is still less than half of what I'm supposed to be doing end of September by going up Mt Ventoux. But my training was going well and I was fit as I'd been since I was in my early 20s, and now I'm 64. There's a song there somewhere. Then I had this horrible back injury, which I won't go into detail, but basically put me completely out of action for all of June, apart from one ride right at the start, and all of July. And I have no idea what my climbing legs are like. I've done a little 10-mile warm-up on flattish terrain, and let's give it a go. So the wonderful feature on the Garmin 1040, which is Climb Pro, is telling me it's 3.5 miles, an average of 8%. My friend Clive did tell me when we were in Yorkshire that if you've got the energy to talk into your camera, reporting on how hard it is, it clearly isn't that hard because you can still talk. What a lovely day. You can always tell a steep climb when it has to put in these steep hairpins. Just a little report with 2 miles to go. All going well so far. It's like most of these hills for me. I'm turning the pedals fine. Legs are finding it a bit tough, and that's only natural considering the layoff. But it's a mental game. Just telling myself that you can keep this going for another 2 miles. Because my heart rate's only at 153-ish. My maximum is 170. So I just have to believe that this is the right pace which will get me to the top. Approaching another hairpin. And as long as you know there's nothing coming, this is a way to make it easier. Wrong side of the road, not as steep as the inside. Happy days. Bit of a bummer if there's lots of traffic. More of those, please. So 1 mile report. It's 2.5 miles done. So basically, I am going to complete this. There's no way I'm not going to complete this. So yeah, see you at the end. And just when you think it's all over, you're left with this little wall at the end. So yeah, this is the end, where the road ends, thankfully. Wait for the little tune. Thankfully, in the next firmware update, Garmin are getting rid of that stupid little tune that plays at the top of every climb. But hey, I bloody did it. Now I'm up here and it's lunchtime. I might as well have lunch, and just up that gravel track, which is obviously somewhere you'd ski down in the winter, that little place there looks like it might be open, so we'll take a little walk up and find out. Well, it was certainly open, and my God, I thought I deserved something good, and the size of that salad was just unbelievable, and didn't last very long, so it was well worth pushing my bike up that gravelly path. Before I go back down that hill then, I just want to quickly talk about why I felt so elated when I got to the top of that, almost emotional. Now, of course, I've mentioned the 8-week layoff and I was concerned about my level of fitness, but we are literally 3 weeks from the point where I could walk 100 yards without being in severe pain. And that's gradually got better and better over the last 3 weeks. I haven't cycled during that time. And the one concern I have is that by doing this cycling, is that going to inflame the situation again? So really how my body reacts to this tomorrow will be a big telling factor. But at the moment, it's looking damn good and I'm really, really over the moon. Another reason I'm doing all this and why I'm elated is because I'm doing the France end-to-end in September and October to try and raise money for Zoe's Place Baby Hospice. I had a target of £10,000. I'm currently at 6.5, and that 8-week layoff has really scuppered some important fundraising events. So I'm appealing to anybody who's watching this. I know you don't know me and you don't know Zoe's Place Baby Hospice, but it really is a very needy and unbelievably fantastic place that looks after children with life-ending or life-limiting conditions and gives them the best time while their parents get a break. And it also takes care of the families and the child when the child is actually at an end-of-life situation. I'm imploring anybody who's watching this to consider donating. I wouldn't normally do this, but I've got to the point where it's only a personal target, 10 grand, but I'd love to achieve it. This place deserves it. And finally, I've got the chance to hopefully have a go at completing this event. We'll see how that goes. And if you would be so kind, it would be brilliant if you could consider making a donation and supporting this fantastic cause. Chapeau. So I'm really chuffed the way that's gone, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. I hope the video didn't come across as a begging bowl for my charity push for Zoe's Place. It wasn't meant to be like that. If you've enjoyed my little jaunt to test my fitness before I tackle France end to end, then I'm really grateful that you watched all the way to the end. And if you're interested in more, click on this yellow icon here, which will take you to my channel page. And I'd be grateful if you would subscribe, and there's 100 plus videos for you to watch. Just here's an example of a couple for you to sample. Happy cycling, au revoir from France, and I'll see you soon.